Hi guys. So in last video we studied about these few commands. Okay, so this I haven't covered till now. I'll show it to you in some other video. Okay, and apart from that, like git init, git status, git add file name, git add dot, git commit -m message, git commit without providing message so that editors will get open to enter the message. Okay, so in this video we are going to cover two things. What and all are the different stages of the git repository, and the other thing is like few more commands. Okay, so git ls files, git logs, and etc. Okay, so let's get started with this. So generally what happens, means git, how git works in three different stages. Okay, the first stage is like working folder is where we used to write our files, do some changes, modify some changes, so adding code and all those things, or wherever you are doing some changes now, that is called working directory. So going to our previous example, this is what we were practicing over here, right? So see, these are the files where we are writing, we are editing a few things, right? So this is what this working folder is. Okay, this is also called as working directory. Okay, then after, to add anything into git repository so that it should start tracking what we need to do, we need to add that in staging area. Whatever files and folders we are changing, updating, deleting, everything needs to go to staging. Okay, so with which command? Git dot add command. Okay, and after that we used commit command to commit it in the local repository. Okay, so this is what the internal structure of git. Okay, so we have installed git, and in our local system, this all three stages are in our local system. Okay, in github remote location, when we will be adding git project, no, there also they have these three stages internally. Okay, in github also. Okay, so this is what the way git works. Okay, now let's go further and let's know something more about these commands. Okay, so git ls files, what it used to do, it will tell you which and all files are which and all files git is currently tracking. Okay, okay, so for example, let's go here. Where is our git practice? Yeah, this is a place. Yeah, so git was, sorry. Yeah, so git ls dash files. Okay, so currently here it is tracking three different files. Okay, if we will modify any changes, if we'll do any changes, then means this is what git will detect, like what changes we have done. Okay, so let me do some change over here. Okay, okay, let me point one here, right? Five. Okay, you can write anything, just I'm updating it. Okay, now let's go here and check git status. Okay, so it is telling we have modified. Let me add one more file here. Okay, new test test dot log file. Let me convert it to log file. Okay, yeah. So now see what we have done. We have updated few things in this file, and we have added one new file. And let me log generating logs. Okay, so this is what just we have created one file. Okay, now let's go here and type git status. Okay, okay, see here what we have done. We have one file modified, and we have test.log. So earlier when we did this command, right, git ls files. Okay, so what it was showing, it was showing these three. Okay, and we have added one more file, and when we are doing git status after adding one more file, then it is telling like you have this also newly added, and you have this also modified. Okay, if we will do git ls files. Okay, so what it will do, it will show only the files which git is tracking, not the newly added files. Okay, see, these are the files which git was already having record. Okay, that's what these are tracked files, and this is like untracked files because we have newly added. That's what it is not showing. So let's commit this and we'll see whether after committing it to Git repository whether it is showing or not. Okay, so git add, okay, git commit -m, then ls files testing. Okay, perfect. Now git status. Okay, we have nothing. Now we'll see git ls files, right? Now it should show the log file also. See here how nice it is. Okay, so sometimes in interview they'll ask you what is this git ls files. Okay, now going to next command. What is that next command? Git log. Okay, what this used to do, it will tell you how many commits, like from the beginning till current states, how many commit you have done, what and all changes you have done. If you want to know the commits, and with commit id it will show. Okay, so for example, let me write that command. Okay, git log. Okay, till now from starting whatever you have committed, no, everything will be there. See here. See, the first commit was this. This is the latest commit. Okay, this means comes in this latest order. First latest will be there, then after the previous one, then previous one, then previous one, like that. Okay. So here you can see like you have commit ID for every commit, whatever commit we have done. No, for everything we have one commit ID and who is the author and the date and time when it was logged. Right. Okay. Let me press Control Q. WQ, right? Mm, yeah, WQ, it came out. Now, let me clear all those things. Okay. Now we have another command is git show. What it used to do now, it will give the details about the last commit. Okay. And along with the what and all you have changed. Okay, so what we have done in last commit, we have added one file and we have modified one file. Which file we added? We added this log file, right? We added this test.log file. And which file we have edited? This one we have edited. So what we have done changes, see, we have added 5 at the end. Okay, so let me type git show. Okay, see here what it is telling. See, you have added 5 over here. Okay, and then after we have added test.log file also. See, wherever plus files are there, no, then it will show. Might be you'll be wondering why this +2 is there. Okay, I'll tell you why this is telling it as -2, and like we have removed this and we have added this. Okay, so when we opened this, now our cursor was here. Okay, when we entered, right, earlier that it was tracking just 2 in one line. Okay, when we entered, pressed enter in our keyboard, so what happened, no, one new line got generated. Okay, so after 2 one /n got added. Okay, for new line computer used to track it as /n. Okay, so what it is thinking, now you have deleted this 2 and you have entered 2 with enter button at the end. Okay, new line at the end. That's what it is telling. You have deleted here 2. Okay, so anything /n, comma, space, whatever you do, know everything it will tell you. And it is telling like you have added +2 and you have added +5. Okay, so this is what it is, guys. Okay, so we saw this also. Yeah, so git show command, now you got to know. In interviews, no, they'll ask you these things. Okay, now what is this git commit am message? So what happens now, there is one shortcut. Okay, so every time whenever we are like doing commit, so before commit we are adding it, adding our files to staging environment. Okay, but there is a way directly you can bypass that by typing just -a, like -m we were knowing, right? Git commit -m and message. Just if you'll append a in between, then what it will do, it will add to staging first and it will commit directly. No need to explicitly use add command. Okay, so let me show you. But there is a flaw over here. Okay, and this is like very important question in interview, they might ask you. Okay, so let's go to here. Yeah, So what we can do, okay, let me press Q. So we came out of this. Let me clear this. Now, what we should do, let me create one file, okay? Or let me first edit this with 5. Let me add 7. Let me add 8, okay? And saving it. And let me do here 6, okay? Just I'm changing few contents, okay? So here we changed, here we changed, and we didn't change anything else anywhere, okay? Now when we'll go here, git commit, okay? So one important thing I wanted to show, for that I need to create one more file, okay? So we'll create asdf.log, okay? Again one more log file I am creating, okay? So inside this, let me write something like server logs, okay? Press Ctrl S, perfectly fine. Now go here. Mm, 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 mm. Git status. See, you are now seeing like you have one file modified and one file, like two files are modified, right? And one is newly added file. Now when you will use that command, right, git commit with a in between, okay? See, git commit with a in between, then what it will do, it will only commit the track files, okay? Not the untracked files. Untracked files like newly added files, it will not commit, it will not do anything with the newly added files, okay? So here what we have done, we have added one log file, right? asdf.log file, and we have modified these two files, okay? So let me try to commit and we'll see what and all things got committed, okay? So git commit -m -am with in one shot itself, no need to add it to learning commit in one line, okay? Okay, press enter. See what it is telling, it is telling about two files changed, okay? And now see, after commit, whenever we were typing git status, it was telling like your branch is clean, right? Your tree is clean, nothing is there to commit. But here let's see git status. See, it is telling you have one untracked files. So what it did, it just pushed these to the git repository. It didn't touch this one, the untracked file, it didn't touch. So because of this only, this is important questions they'll ask you, okay? What exactly happens here if you'll add any new files and we will use this command, so whether it will commit or not. They'll not tell these things, they'll expect you to tell these things, okay? So this is what it is, guys, okay? So let me commit this also, okay? So for that, what we have to do, git add file name, right? asdf dot log, either we can write file name or dot, okay? Now git commit -m server log, okay? Perfectly fine. Now if we'll type git status, no, it will not show anything. Yeah, see, working tree is clean. Now what is the next command? Git reset head, okay? So what it used to do, it will on stage, suppose if you have added something to staging environment for commit, then you realize like you want to do some more changes before committing, then you can pull it back to your local working directory, okay? So for that we are using this git reset head command, okay? Let me show you. Let us go and do some changes over here, okay? Okay, now generating logs for better tracking, okay? For better tracking. Now let me close this. Let's go here, git status, okay? See, you have something modified, like this is the file, you have modified it. Now let me add it to staging environment, okay? Git add either file name or dot. Dot means this is what the changes anyway. Only one file is there, that it will go to the staging environment. Now git status. Okay, see here, now it became in green, like it is telling now it is ready for committing, and you have pushed this to staging environment. Okay, earlier it was in red, right? Now it is in staging, but suddenly you realize like I missed something, I need to add those also. So you need to pull it back. Okay, and see here how nice this git has given suggestions also, right? So git reset to head, head. This is very important, guys. Okay, see this is git reset head and the file name, which file we want to unstage. This one. Suppose if we have multiple files in staging, okay, and we want to unstage only a specific one, then we can give the file name. Okay, so here test dot log. Okay, yeah, now it is unstaged. So see here, before staging, what was the, it was in red color. Okay, it was telling you have one track file which is modified. Okay, and after adding it to staging, means stage, what it was doing, it was showing in green color, like it is ready to get committed. Now now what we did, we removed it back to the working directory. Now it is not in the staging directory, so I'm expecting it to show in red color. Okay, git status, see it is coming in red color, right? See how nice it is. So this is what you can, in this way you can bring it to the working directly from revert it, means after adding it to staging, if you want to revert that, then you can use this command. Okay, now the next command is git checkout. Okay, so what it used to do, whatever changes you have done. Okay, so in this file, for better tracking, this is what the changes we did, right? But I don't want these changes, I want to reset this. Okay, see here, there is only one line, so you are thinking like I can means we can think like we can directly remove it. Okay, but if you have a file like Java file and you have done changes multiple places, and that is causing some problem. Okay, in that case what happens, you have to use this command. Okay, which command? This command, git checkout. Okay, don't get confused with checkout. Okay, we will be learning to check out branch also. So this is something, because of this only it is confusing, because we are using it two places, right? For checkout branch also, and for clearing out our changes. So this is also very important question for interview. Okay, see here, and here git is giving suggestions also. Git checkout dash dash file name to discard the changes in the working directory. Okay, so what we have done, we have done some changes here, right? So to discard that, we will be using this checkout command. Okay, git checkout dash dash, then here one space for is important, guys. Okay, remember that, test dot log. Okay, let me put enter. See, now we didn't get any information, it means like everything is good. Now let's type git status. Okay, see, now nothing is there to commit, it means it reset the whatever changes we have done, it reset. And let's go and see test.log. See, we have added few changes, right? That is gone. So this is also very important, in day to day wise you will be requiring this. Okay, now the last command we are going to learn in this video is gitignore. Okay, what happens, no, generally, no, in your project like Java project, Maven project, and Python, and etc., so many unnecessary files get generated when you'll run any testng file, testng files, right? So where you right click on testng.xml file, and it will run all the test associated in that particular class, whatever the test you will be defining. Okay, so what happens now, after running, no, it generates so many files. Okay, and when you will go and type git status, okay, here git status, no, so you will able to see so many files. Okay, which is like totally confusing, you are not at all working on those, but still it will show those many files. Okay, so to overcome that, what we can do, if some files are getting generated, we don't want Git to track, and we don't want Git to show us like those files are like what is the means current status, whether it is added, modified, or deleted. So we don't want for those specific files. Okay, so in that case, what we can do, we can use this git ignore. Okay, this git ignore. So we have to create one git ignore file. Okay, in our repository. So let's go and create here. See, directly you cannot create git ignore file over here. Okay, so I'll tell you how to create one git ignore file. Just type here and let it be like this. Just double click, open it, file, save as, double inverted commas, dot git ignore dot git ignore. Okay, just click on save. See, you can see dot git ignore got added, and you can remove this. Okay, see, dot git ignore is there. Now dot git ignore is there, right? In this git ignore file, whichever file you want, it should not track anything if any changes happening, so it should not track. So let me show you. We don't want to track this file. Okay, test.log file. Okay, so we can add this test.log inside this. Okay, so let me write this. Okay, before, okay, now dot, sorry, which one, test.log, right? Test.log. Okay, and just control s. So whatever file name you'll give, now it will stop tracking that. Okay, now refresh it, go here and type git status. Okay, see, now we need to add it to the git repository. Okay, so git add dot git commit nsm git ignore file. Okay, now now git status, no, there is that. Now what we have done, we have added like in this git ignore file, like we don't want to track this file. So if you do changes, if you delete it, or you do whatever it is, it should not get tracked. Okay, so let us do some changes over here. Okay, so get relax for debug purpose. Okay, so this is what we did, some changes. Okay, now what earlier we have seen, whenever we were typing git status and after doing any changes, it was coming, right? But here it should not come because we have added test.log file in this git ignore file. Okay, so let me get status, right? Okay, what is the mistake? Just a second, guys. Okay, so why it is not working? So I need to cover means a few things around this because it is very important question for interview. Okay, so I'll be covering this in next video, guys. Just to give you a glance, what we can, what why we are able to see these things now. So this git ignore file only works if your this files are not in Git repository. Okay, because we are already tracking these files. That's what this git ignore is not working over here. Oh, here. Okay, so we'll see these things in detail in next video, guys. Okay, because this is very important question for you. Okay, thanks for now, guys. Bye bye.